Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Hardcore series. This is episode number 11, and yeah, so it's not done yet. The build isn't done, but so far here it is. It's halfway done. I still have to do the interior yet and the bridge, the front part, but I got the landscaping done. I got the back done. I'll show you. I'm halfway there. It's just been taking a long time because it's such a huge project. And I have actually been a little bit busy, you know, in between episodes off camera, which is why there's been a little bit of a lack of episodes on the channel. But I am back and ready to finish this build project. And basically what we're doing is, so we, a little while ago, almost 2 months ago, we built this cathedral here for the medieval village. This is kind of like it's a mix between medieval and fantasy, maybe a little bit of gothic in there too. It's a mix between those three types of styles, and it's a cathedral, and a cathedral is like a big church. And I think it's fitting for the medieval village here, because we need a big structure like this, and I built just the structure, just the exterior, a couple episodes ago, but then I'm going to right now finish the outside part of it. I need to do the landscaping. Like I said, I mentioned I want a bridge, which will come very soon, and I added a little bit of a medieval garden, which I'll show off in the back there. And then I also am going to do the interior of this, which is going to look epic. It's gonna look really cool. I'm running a little bit low on materials, so yeah, I do need to take a little bit of a break from building, but don't worry, we're gonna be doing a lot of other fun stuff in the episode. But if we take a stroll on back here to the garden, I think this looks really cool. It's really big. I like how I designed it. Now it is also, you know, it's going with the same theme with the cathedral right here, with, you know, the sandstone look and the dark oak sandstone. And then we also have the same walkway pattern down there as we did up here, which is really nice, and it looks really cool. Again, it has that mixture of fantasy into it. Now, I am missing a little bit of details here, a little bit of candles, some other foliage stuff, but it is looking really cool so far. But this still isn't done yet. Like I mentioned, I do like how I did this dome here. It looks really it looks really cool. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you think of this mega project so far. But yeah, what I'd like to do, as you can see, this is all new terrain. All what you're seeing here, it is all completely new terrain, kind of built all over, as you saw in the time lapse. I need to come back through here and add some grass and add some trees, and then tidy up this area. Like I said, I want to add a bridge, and I started on the interior. The interior is going to be cool. It's going to have a main floor, and then it's going to have a basement down here, which is going to be something special. And I also want to come through and kind of redo this river. The terrain is a little bit janky, a little bit weird through here, so I kind of want to trim up this river. As you can see on the other side here, I do have kind of like the side of the river where the edge of the river is going to be right here. I just have to polish it up on this side. But yeah, so far that is the project. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time in this episode to finish it. I will definitely finish it in between episodes off camera. But yeah, guys, in the last episode we were very busy building farms, and yeah, so we built 3 farms. If you didn't catch the last episode, I'll put a card in the top right corner of the screen for you guys so you can catch up on what we did in the last episode. But yes, so over here we have a mud farm, which works pretty well. I haven't used it much because I don't really need much mud at the moment, but it will come in handy when I do need it. This works really well. I love the design on that. Over here we have the ultra efficient, very small iron farm. Oh my goodness, this has produced a fortune of iron. Oh man, this is gonna come in handy mainly in the redstone area, but also I'm planning to use iron in a lot of mega builds for the cathedral and other mega builds I do have planned. I do want to use iron a little bit more as like a building block, and it's great that we have, you know, a large quantity of that Oh, hello. It's great that we have a large quantity of that here. And also, we have a moss farm that we built in the last episode as well. Now, none of these farms were my design. They were by other YouTubers that I'll put a link in the description below where you could find their tutorials to their farm designs. But this here is a moss farm, and this works really well for, you know, it's not that big. It's not industrial sized. None of these farms here are industrial sized. Yeah, and once I get an industrial district, these farms will be scaled like so much bigger than what they are now. Like, it's crazy, but this is all I need right now, and this works really well. And in between episodes, since we built it, I did add a little bit of a sorting system going on here. It's really cool. So when this runs, the items, I took out like everything that was here before, and replaced it with this. And so the items flow down a water stream here, and then there's dispensers or droppers right there that will shoot out the items, and then they'll go into a water stream here, and it'll kind of go in a circular rotation until the hoppers have enough time to pick up the items. And then the items will get split up here into composters to be bone mealed and into their item filters to be sorted. So I have moss here, and then whatever moss doesn't get collected by the hoppers will get composted. And then I have carpet, which is a lot of carpet, more carpet than I'll ever need. And bone meal, and then, you know, the flowering azaleas, which I've been using a lot for the build over there, and the bone meal, and as well as the azaleas and bone meal, and any extra, like, seeds or any extra stuff that doesn't get picked up gets bone mealed here, which is fantastic. And I do have a lot of profit from this farm with bone meal, and it is just great. Okay, yes, so that is that so far in a nutshell. These are my only 3 farms I have in this area. I do have a mob spawner farm, like a little bit over there, that I do use a lot for XP. But these are the 3 main farms in this area. I'm trying to keep the farms in this area low. I want to focus more on form and aesthetics with this area than function. I'm not really going to be focusing too much in the hardcore series about the farms, but like, ooh, an iron golem. Farms like an iron golem farm or a moss farm / bone meal farm. And a mud farm, like, these farms are kind of essential. I don't need like an ultra efficient bamboo or kelp farm or ultra efficient wheat farm, whatever. I just need the basic farms that can get me going in survival mode. Well, everybody, I got bad news. My building burned down, as long with my tree over here. I am not really sure why and how this happened. Well, I know why. A lightning strike hit it and started a fire, but I thought I had fire tick off when I started the world. I guess not. Like, I swear I had fire tick off, because I've been AFK in this world many times, and like structures like that haven't burnt down, and this hasn't burnt down either. But I was AFK recently, and it just decided to burn down. It was weird. I was over there, you know, by my farms, and I was coming out of like a 2x1 hole or a 3x2 hole, like something like that. And I look over here, and this is like all destroyed. So yeah, I'm gonna have to either redesign it. Well, I'm gonna rebuild it, but I don't know if I want to redesign it or just rebuild it again. I'm not sure. I don't mind the tree burning down, because I was going to move that anyway. It was kind of in the way. I had different plans for this area as well, so I don't mind the tree. The building, though, oh, that bothers me. So, yeah, I turned fire tick back off again, so it doesn't happen again, because I do have many things in this area that are wood, like that I don't want to be burnt down by lightning strikes. And what I'm thinking about doing is, yeah, I'm going to tear down this tree here. And this, I think I'm going to relocate the metal worker and move it towards where the iron farm is. I think my iron farm is going to be my metal worker building. It just makes more sense to put it over there. So my metal worker will be, it'll be where my iron farm is. So I'll have the building, and then my iron farm will be inside it. Right here, I'm going to tear this down, and I think I'll put a horse stable here. Like a very big and very cool horse stable. But yeah, this needs to go. This needs to be taken down. This needs to be fixed. I flattened out the area here as much as I did. I flattened it to the point to where it's not an eyesore anymore. Like, I mean, I did keep this interior here. I didn't really feel like tearing it out, but yeah, it's unfortunate that it burnt down. But I was gonna move the tree anyway. The building I kind of liked, but I felt like it had to move over there anyway. So I guess it's a win-win. But man, it took such a long time to build the two structures. But it took very quickly to tear it down. I used that building a lot for smelting and like storing all my ores. Well, it's gonna move over there now. So I did keep the base exterior here because I think I'm going to use that for the next building I'm going to have here, which is going to be the stables. I just have to come up with the design for the top half. But yes, so on to the next task, which is going to be in the Nether. Okay guys, so the next project is in the Nether, and it is going to be right here, and it's going to involve those guys right up there. Not the zombie pigmen, the piglins. Yes, we are going to be making a piglin bartering farm here. It's going to be really cool, and I'm really excited about this one because this is actually my own design. I just created it the other day. It works really well, very fast. It has a very fast collection system, a system that will completely empty the collection system and then turns off. It's just going to be really cool. The only thing I don't have with it is a storage system. I'm still working on that because the storage system in the Nether isn't the easiest thing to do, and I'm trying to make the best one possible. So we're just going to make the farm. The only problem is I don't have enough gold to actually run it. So we're going to have to make a gold farm somewhere in the near future, probably next episode. But we'll get this farm up and running, and I have decided that we're going to build it on camera. And it doesn't take much resources. It's just this, besides the netherrack that was just used to clear it out. Let's begin. So first we're going to need to make a 17 by 3 platform right here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 17, and 3. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, this is just for us to actually walk on. It's going to be decorative and all that. It's not going to stay stone brick. And so the way this is going to work is we're going to have 8 different cells for the piglins to stand in, 1 in each cell. I might add more, I'm not sure. But we are going to place a couple temporary blocks right here just so we can get some hoppers. Then we place a hopper here facing down, which is why we had the temporary blocks. And then a hopper going into these hoppers. We're going to be placing droppers down here under the hoppers. We're going to need a set of observers facing this way all the way down. And then observers going into these ones. And what that does is create a chain reaction and will activate all of the droppers. This will be our collection system, and it'll get dispensed across this way. Another 2 wide platform right here, right alongside the droppers. And then we're going to get comparators and place them. It's going to be tricky, but place them right here, coming out of the droppers, with then a set of repeaters. I added 1 too many rows of droppers and repeaters there, so you could just remove those 3. But you can come up here, and where the repeaters are pointing into, place a row of blocks with redstone torches on this side. Okay, and then you want to put blocks above all of the torches here with torches on top of it. They should turn off. Okay, then we want to place another row of blocks here with redstone on top, except for this. That's an extra block. But redstone on top here with a repeater here and a block right there going with the repeater going into the block. Then 2 blocks below, we want to put another block with redstone there. Block here with redstone coming down. And 2 more blocks here with redstone. Another block here with a repeater set to 2 ticks with a sticky piston and a observer facing with its face going that way. And what we just did here is our item clear out system. So basically when the piglins the system up there that feeds the piglins gold, when that turns off, the clock here still runs to make sure the items in the droppers clear out completely and there's none left behind. So this is the clear out circuit right here. And all it does is just send these torches. Oh, ghast. Hello, ghast. Gotta be careful of ghasts. Haha, there we go. These torches here, they are inverted because of the torches down here. So if there's items in any of these droppers, it'll send a signal to the repeaters, which will turn off the torch below here, which will then turn on these torches, where if one or more are on, this redstone line will turn on, and this repeater is here to send the signal stronger. It goes down, pushes the observer up. Place a block, and then 2 blocks right here with 2 repeaters. Block there with redstone dust here. Block there with a repeater there. And coming out like this with a repeater and redstone dust there. And then a block right there. Redstone dust there with blocks on a diagonal here. And 1 more right there. So we want 3 diagonal blocks here at redstone there. Blocks here with a repeater going there. Yes! Oh. Okay, that scared me. I will collect its goods, though. Oh, not you. Okay, where were we? Right, so we were here. So we want a repeater there with a block going there. And, oh my goodness. Pigman. Zombie pigman, man. Get out of the way. We want a repeater here with blocks. Ooh, with blocks. Oh, I can't place a block there. Oh, and there's a ghast. It's so hard building in the nether. Okay, block there. Here. And redstone dust there. We then want to, from this block here, place a row of blocks down here. A block here, skip 1, a block here, and continue that pattern. And then you want redstone dust all the way down here with repeaters going here. And then going into a block right there. Now right here is where we're going to be making a hopper clock. So you want to place a hopper there and a hopper here. Comparators, 1 here, comparator here, into a block on both sides. And redstone on top of those blocks with a sticky piston here. There's a ghast over there. Oh, I nailed it! That was awesome. And then a piston here with a redstone block here. Whoopsie. Right there. And then the last redstone torch here. I did miss a piece of redstone dust here, but hold on. You want to block here. That's going to go crazy. Redstone here with a piston on top of the temporary block. Extra block here. Block next to the piston with a redstone block. Or I'm sorry, a piston out of the repeater with a redstone block here. Add a button here. Okay, so we want 1 last block here, which will get this set up. And then we want to count out 9 blocks, which is the exact amount of time we need to put into the hopper for the piglins to continuously receive gold. Put them right in there, and it'll activate for a little bit, and then it'll stop, and they'll stay here. So the redstone is basically complete. We just need to add in the cells for the piglins to stand in and the extra hoppers and droppers. Okay, so you want to put droppers under these blocks here. And then 1 more set of hoppers going into the droppers here. And hoppers up here. I haven't done the delivery system for the gold yet, so this is kind of it. Now, this is where the gold would enter, and you would have, like, I'm not sure, either a mine carts or chests. I'm not sure, but this is the delivery system for the gold. And yeah, just like that, it is done, minus the piglins. And I did remember, now I do have some leftover redstone. Must have miscounted. Oh well. You want to put iron bars here, 2 of them, so A, it keeps the piglins in, and B, when they throw the gold, it doesn't go out here and it goes into the hoppers. Okay, so I don't really have any gold to kind of capture any piglins. I mean, there's one piglin right there, but regardless, I don't have enough gold to run this thing, so I'll just show you how it works. But this is what I mean with the iron bars. You could use fences, you could use trapdoors, you could use anything, just something here. But obviously when you're adding the piglins in, you want to take this down. But the strategy you could do is throw gold, they'll get distracted, pick it up, look at it, then throw another one, have it ready, and they'll just, you know, it's a chain effect, you know. So there's that strategy, or you could use a minecart, however you'd like to use it. Yeah, that's going to be some project I'm going to have to do in between episodes off camera. But basically how this works, I kind of explained it a little bit, but with the press of this button, you could hear all of the dispensers running. That is the clock. That is the item collection system, rapidly, you know, dispensing items down the chain here with the observers. And we could just basically turn this off. But you could see the observers are constantly clearing the dispensers, and it goes down this line here. And right now I have a chest here, but it'll go into a storage system. That's the item collection system there. Pretty fast. But from the button, it goes into a T flip-flop here. Right now it's on. The redstone block will power this redstone, and it kind of goes two different ways. It comes up, oh geez, it goes into this repeater, which will go into this dust, turning this redstone torch off, which then allows this hopper clock to start. The hopper clock from this redstone dust here, we have redstone dust here, it kind of splits off into two ways. This will power this redstone line briefly, which will dispense the gold out to the piglins, and it will come over here, power this redstone, which goes into repeaters, and from those repeaters here, it goes into a redstone dust, which goes into a repeater for more signal strength, comes down here, and starts the clock. And if there's anything in these droppers, which right now there isn't, but if there was, the comparators would turn on, turning on the repeaters, which would turn off any of these redstone torches, and the redstone torches down there will turn these on. If those are off, it's kind of inverts it. Oh, that arrow almost hit that pigman. Oh, that went right by his head. Once I press that button to turn it off, this will still be turned on to clear out all of the items from the dispensers, which is a pretty cool feature. Now I did say this is not finished yet. I still want to add an item delivery system at the top here, which will evenly distribute gold. Right now I don't have any gold. This is all the gold I have in the world, which is why I can't really bring out any piglins to put them in here, and I can't really fill this up, but we'll need a gold farm for that, and a storage system back here, probably down there a little bit. Which I am working on at the moment. And we could just turn this off. Yeah, feel free to use this farm in any of your worlds. It's not polished yet. It's not finished, fine-tuned. I just kind of put it together and built it the other day. So I still want to work on the redstone back here and try and compact it a little bit more. But it works pretty well. Very fast clear out system. And yeah, so let me know in the comment section below what you think of this so far, and if you have any feedback for this, I would love to hear it. But back in the overworld here, I didn't get to any building with the Cathedral project over there. Unfortunately, I'm kind of a little pressed for time, so that'll get done off camera in between episodes. By next episode, at the very beginning, I promise you that this whole project here will be done, and you'll be looking at brand new scenery here. That is a big promise to fill, but yes. And then we did unfortunately have to tear that down because it burnt down in the thunderstorm. Oh man, I'll find a nice building design. Like I mentioned, I want a horse stable here, so yeah, I'll find a nice design to put here. But yes. Anyways, guys, that is going to have to do it for this episode of the Hardcore series. If you guys did enjoy it, please give a thumbs up. It'll be much appreciated if you did. If you guys do have any feedback for what we did today with the buildings so far here, or the piglin bartering farm that we did in the Nether not too long ago, please feel free to let me know what you guys think or any feedback in the comment section below. But if you guys are new, consider subscribing. And yes, until next time, I'll see you all in the next episode.